Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming. I know you guys are all busy and it's getting late where you are, so I'll try to go through this quickly. Um, if at the end of this you have any questions, as I'm going through, just jot them down and then you can ask me after, or if it gets too late, message me them later. I'm happy to answer any questions. So I'll go through a little bit about how I got started with BeachBody, and then a little bit about the company history, and then what you can kind of expect, and like I said, then some Q&A. So, okay, so let me just mute, if I can mute everyone, let's see. I'm having trouble muting you guys. Well, anyway. Okay, so how I got started with BeachBody. Okay, so I first came across BeachBody back in June of 2015, so just this last June. And before that, I graduated with a degree in psychology and a master's in real estate. So of course it makes perfect sense that I'm a BeachBody coach now, naturally. But I've been an account manager for some different companies. And I've always had really good jobs, or I've done well in my job, and I attribute that to just being a hard worker. I'm not opposed to working really hard, but I would definitely not say that I've ever really had passion about what I was doing. I kind of used to always just feel that my job was my job, and I would get, I'd get my fulfillment and joy from my personal life. And that's all fine and dandy when you're like 25 years old. But when you start working, you're working at a job for 10, 15, 20, however long we're supposed to work for 40 years at a job, if you don't really love what you're doing, that can wear on you. And I just thought that thinking of mine, as I got older, I realized that it was kind of naive. It was naive thinking that I could do that. And when you're at a job for that long and you're not feeling passionate about it, you start to feel kind of depressed. And you could feel a little bit trapped maybe. And, sometimes I would just think to myself, gosh, is this really it for me? This is, this is how I'm going. Second. Mute all. Okay, sorry. There, I got it muted. Okay. So, yeah, so I just felt like, not happy in my job. And I thought about, what did I love? Well, I loved fitness, okay? I was always working out. I was kind of that annoying friend that worked out, 6 days a week. It was always my favorite part of the day. But, and I kind of needed it. One of the reasons favorite part of the day is because of the stress and anxiety that sometimes my job would create. I really needed workout. That was kind of like my release. At the end of the day, my anxiety level would slowly go up, and then working out made it go back down. So I really needed that. And I looked at ways that I could make fitness my career. The options, they didn't seem that great. So it was either invest a lot of time and a lot of money into maybe going back to school and getting a new degree, getting a certification, just a lot of things. And I wasn't opposed to putting in time, and I wasn't, like I said before, I'm a hard worker. I'm not opposed to hard work. But what I didn't really like was when I got done with all of that, the payoff just didn't seem to be that high. So, people that do fitness, trainers or instructors or nutritionists, just any of those people, they are not in it for the money. Okay, they have big hearts and God bless them, but the only way to grow your income is to work more in those industries. And I don't want the only way to make more money is to work more hours. There's got to be a better way than that. So I just didn't feel like there was a lot of upside. There would be a ceiling. I could only make as much as the hours I could work. So I kind of put that back on the back burner. Okay, then fast forward. So in June, I saw this post from my now coach, who's named Melissa, about a challenge group. And it said, fitness, nutrition, accountability group, Shakeology, the 30-day program. And I saw it and I inquired about it. And then I went, no, not for me. I got this, nobody, whatever, I'm going to wait. As a lot of people do that I come in contact with. It takes them a few times of talking to them sometimes, which I get. They don't know me. They don't trust me yet. And so I saw it a second time, a couple months after that. And I saw it and I thought to myself, what have you done since the last time you saw this post? Nothing. Nothing has gotten better. I was working out really hard, but I didn't feel like my outside matched my inside. And I know that that was because of my nutrition, but I was kind of just scratching my head. I felt, I was into nutrition and fitness, so I'd read about all these different kinds of things, but I would often get overwhelmed by all the different theories that were out there, and I didn't know what to do. And I'm the kind of person where there's too many choices, I almost just shut down. But I was eating well. I was eating like salmon and broccoli. So why did I have this middle section that I did? So I just like, you know what? I'm not getting anywhere by myself. It's 30 days. This girl looks like she knows what she's talking about. She seems nice. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try it. It's something different. Why not? I get my money back if it's, a total sham. The other thing that I want to mention that changed between then, the first time, the second time, was I had broken up with my boyfriend. And I really believe that sometimes it takes something like that to open your heart for changes in other areas of your life. When you're changing your routine, or you're moving, or changing a job, when you have change in one area, it just makes you more open to change. And so I really feel like that was a big factor in why I was willing to say, okay, I'll do this. So I did it and I loved it, obviously. I loved everything about it. Within 2 weeks, I didn't even do it for the whole 30 days. Within 2 weeks, I was like, I'm done. I love this thing. And the results that I got, it wasn't just physical results. It was mental and spiritual results. So I often say that health is not just a physical journey. It is a mental and a spiritual one. And when you do a challenge, or when you reach goals in your personal life, in your health, or not your personal, but your health, or any goals, it just makes it easier to set goals in other areas of your life. And it had this wonderful ripple effect. And I found myself wanting to improve everything. I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to be a better employee. I wanted to be a better daughter, a better friend. I started to think, I think about other ways that I had been holding back maybe, and not doing what I wanted to do, not living up to my potential. And one of the big areas of my life that I felt strongly about that in was my career. And so as I was going through this challenge, I started thinking, maybe this is my way to make fitness not just a hobby anymore. And I started thinking about coaching. Now, I didn't know anything about coaching except my experience in the challenge group. But what I did know was that I loved Shakeology, that I loved the fitness program, that I had a lot of respect for my coach, and that I 100% believed in the accountability group. So I didn't know anything else about it, but the things that I did know, I felt like this has all the aspects to be successful. I am feeling so amazing. I want other people to feel this amazing. And if I could be the person that helps other people feel as good as I'm feeling right now, that would be amazing. So I thought that would be an amazing thing. I want to do this. So I joined as a coach right then, and before we were even done. And it's been a wonderful experience. Sometimes scary. I often feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I still don't. But 8 months later, and this is the first week that I stopped doing my full-time job on Friday. I now am a full-time BeachBody coach, which is scary and exciting, but I've just never been more excited about my future. And one other thing I want to mention, my boyfriend and I ended up getting back together afterwards. And sometimes I would think to myself, gosh, if we just ended up getting back together, why did we even break up to begin with? Why did I have to go through that heartbreak? We were together for it was hard, I'm sure you can imagine. And I just know, I'm a Christian. I don't know if you believe in God, but I just feel like I had to go through that for God to open my eyes. Doing that, breaking up, opened my eyes to accept the gift, because I really feel like this challenge was a gift. This coaching opportunity is a gift. It opened my eyes, and then the challenge was the stepping stone that I needed. Had I just been presented with this coach opportunity, I would have said no. I said, no, I can't do it. I feel like I get the chills when I talk about this. I feel like God knew that I needed this challenge to be a coach, and I wouldn't have accepted it without breaking up. So if you're on this, listening to this right now, I 100% believe that we were put in each other's lives for a reason. So I hope that you will, open your heart and then, watch this and get what you want out of it. And then by the end of it, you can see whether you think it is a fit for you, like I do it as me. Okay. So going to go on to the BeachBody stuff, the background stuff. Okay, so I went through this. This is about me. I'm going to move this. This is my mom and dad right over here. I just like to point them out because they are my why factors, or my why power, I like to say. Willpower, I just don't feel is enough most of the time. You need a why power. These are, those are the people or the reasons, whatever it is, that keeps you going when you don't want to, that pushes you to work harder when you don't want to. Everyone needs a why factor. Those are mine. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so BeachBody started back in 1998. Carl and John. These were some infomercial guys, okay? Most people, when I ask them about BeachBody, they don't know much about it. They just, but what I'll say is, well, have you heard of P90X or Insanity? Most people have heard of those. So P90X was one of the very first programs that they created. Oh, I'm sorry. Bad weather. Oh, okay. Sorry, someone was chatting. So this was P90X, one of the very first programs that they created, and they would just sell it on infomercials. And then they have this online forum where people would post about their experiences. And what they saw happening was people that had gone through the program previously were kind of helping the newer people, answering questions, giving tips, suggestions, etc., really being coaches. And what John and Carl saw was the people that were getting coached, were much more engaged. They were having a lot more success. And that was the whole point, right? They wanted these people to not just buy the program, they wanted them to have success. And these coaches, quote unquote, although they weren't getting paid yet, they were coaching others. They were doing it on their own time. They were doing it for free. So John and Carl thought, how many more people would they help if we could reimburse them, if we could reward them, if we could incentivize them for helping these other people? And that's kind of where this whole coaching aspect came from. They had these programs, and they knew if people had coaches, they would do them. I mean, I talk to so many people a day, and a lot of them, they bought one of these programs and they've either never finished it or never even opened it out of the box. The difference is the people that do it and stick to the program to the end have a coach. Okay, next page. Okay, and then you can see all these additional programs that they've offered. They've launched a ton of amazing programs. And I just feel like this really shows the company's commitment to helping people achieve their goals. There's something really for everyone here. And that's what's so great. So I can talk to so many different people and find something that's in alignment with their goals, and what they want to achieve, if they have any physical limitations, the style of workouts they like, whatever it is. There's something for everyone, which is great. As a coach, we need that stuff. Okay, this I just wanted to show because, I mean, I think this just shows that, unfortunately, obesity is not going anywhere anytime soon, okay? That you could see the company's revenue growth, and I think it just really shows how these products measure up to what people need, okay? There is no shortage of customers. Anyone that you talk to, even if they are, one of the, it looks like they're in great shape or look like they have a great job. Most people want to improve their health or fitness in some way. And most people want to make more money. And if you can have something that does both, great. This is just showing the coach growth. They're actually, we've got a lot of growth that's happening, but they're still a pretty young company, which makes it a great time to be a coach and get into this business. They've only been around, they've only started the coach part of it since 2007. So it's still a pretty young company. Okay, what makes BeachBody unique? So I've already mentioned a few things about Team BeachBody, but I just feel like, if it was any one of these things individually, it wouldn't work. If this company was just about Shakeology, I couldn't get behind it because I personally don't think, it's just about taking one shake a day. I couldn't feel passionate and get behind a company that said, oh, just drink the shake a day and it'll make, it'll be the answer to all your fitness needs. No. And it's also not about just one workout. Our bodies are changing and we need to have different workouts. We do one and then a couple months later we do another one. Our body needs that. Another big part is the peer support. Without the accountability group, that's what keeps people motivated. That's what keeps them going. That's what makes them push play when they want to quit. I know that was the difference for me. I had all the tools already, and most people do. We know what we're supposed to eat. We know we need to work out, 3 to 5 times a week or whatever it is. But what makes us actually do it? It's the coach telling us they believe in them, and it's the group that we're in. It's the other ladies in the group that makes us stick to it and do it. Okay, and then Shakeology. So this is BeachBody's marquee product. You can only get this through coaches, and we always like to say, it's the daily dose of dense nutrition. If you haven't tasted this before, it's amazing. I seriously look forward to it every single day. And I have my whole family drinking it, which is important, I think, as a coach. If it's not good enough for your family and your friends to be drinking, then you have no business asking anyone else to do it. So guess what? My family drinks this. My family does the fitness program because I, of course, want the best for them. And it's comforting to me to know that my loved ones are getting this awesome nutrition every single day. It has, a lot of people will say, oh, it's kind of expensive. But often that's because they're comparing it to other just protein drinks. This is not just protein. This has also has carbs and fats and has a lot higher calories than a lot of proteins. But it also has antioxidants and phytonutrients. It has adaptogens to help with energy and stress. I know we all need things to help combat stress. It has probiotics in it and prebiotics in it that aid digestion and promote regularity. Again, if you've been drinking it, you know exactly what I am talking about. So, to summarize, I just feel like there's really nothing quite like it on the market. I used to, in the morning, make my own shake, and I know a lot of people do. So I put spinach in it and chia seeds and flax oil, and I put protein powder in it, and I put peanut butter, and I put a whole bunch of stuff in it, right? It was fine. Definitely didn't taste as good as Shakeology. It was definitely more time consuming. Didn't include a lot of the great ingredients. And cost a lot more to put all together. So this, I just feel like, less than $5 a serving, you can get the nutritional equivalent of like $45 worth of fruits and veggies. It's just really what keeps me feeling incredible. And I do the vegan version. So they have the regular, which is made with whey, which is dairy, and then the vegan. And I do the vegan, and I love it. Like I said, I don't go anywhere without it. Okay. But obviously, Shakeology is not just what BeachBody you need. It's also the fact, like I mentioned, that there's a program for all different kinds of people, regardless of age, gender, or fitness level. So there's programs for, there's beginners all the way to fitness fanatics, and everything in between. There's stuff to help kickstart weight loss or support ongoing weight loss. Honestly, I've been doing this for 8-9 months. I still don't know all of the things that BeachBody offers. And there's so many fitness programs I still, that are on my list to try. And every time I'm, finish one and want to start another, BeachBody's coming up with a whole new fitness program. So I got to add that one to my list. I mean, it's definitely exciting to try all the different things that they have. Okay, so speaking of the different products and the results that they have, this is really what the coaching is all about. I'm going to cover this a little bit more later, but these success stories, this is why I do what I do. I talked before about the great, way that I felt when I did a program. To have someone, send you a message and say how great they're feeling and that they couldn't have done it without you, and they're so glad that you reached out to them or that you didn't give up on them. They tell you that you're such a great coach. That is just an amazing feeling. It's seriously the most rewarding experience and a job. It's the best job. It doesn't feel like a job, but the best job, I've ever had. And I feel very confident inviting anyone to do a challenge because I just know that it works. These products work and they change lives, thousands of people's lives every single day. And so my job as a coach is just to support these people. I feel like I'm kind of a facilitator, right? I take person A and match them up with fitness B over here. And then I tell them that I believe in them and I support them and guide them through the program like I was guided through the program. And then the other cool part, additionally, I mean, it's all cool, but your fellow coaches are all people like you. It takes a unique person to be a coach. It is a blessing, but it takes a unique person to take the initiative to invest in themselves and then also be willing to help others start their own fitness journey. It is a special person and an awesome person that does it. And so who are our, colleagues? There are other people that want to do the same thing. I mean, coaches have big, big hearts. You have to. And that's who we get to work with. So as a coach, I feel like I'm working for myself, but I'm not by myself because I'm supported by all these other coaches that are all working towards the same stuff. We're working on our own fitness, and then we're working on helping other people with their fitness. So I've made some awesome friendships from doing this and freedom to do what I truly love. And I get to show people that they can achieve their goals. And I brought my family into this. So now I get to work with my family. So not only as I and my family working on our health and fitness, we're also working on building an income together. So it's just an awesome opportunity that the people that I love get to benefit from it too. And that's a big part of why I love this as well. Okay, let's see. So this is some of the most important takeaways I want you guys to remember at the end of this. Okay, so I've talked about what a coach's job is to help people, and you might be thinking, what exactly does that mean? And I often, people tell me, I just don't think I'm ready to be a coach, Sorry, I need water. I just don't think I'm ready to be a coach. So I just want to clear up some stuff. I am not a nutrition expert. I do not have a degree in nutrition. I do not have a personal training certification. I am not an expert in fitness, okay? I do not have a six-pack. I don't even know everything there is to know about the company I work for, BeachBody. You don't need any of that stuff. You don't need to be at your goal. BeachBody already has all the tools. They have hired all the master trainers. They have all the nutritionists. They've put together the complete program and have tested them out and know that they work. Okay, we don't have to do any of that. All we do is have big hearts, be passionate about what we're doing, and be dedicated to helping people achieve their goals. In fact, if you're not at your goal already, sometimes that's better because that makes you relatable. Sometimes being at your goal already, people go, oh, well, yeah, of course she could do it. Look at her, But when people watch you progress, that inspires them. And that inspiration will make them want to join you and do it with you. So the more relatable you are, actually the better it is. So this is, oh no, well, I missed it, but I don't know how to go back. But basically, I can tell you what a coach should be. You know, coaching, well, let me see if I can do this actually. Okay, I'm going to go back one. Let's see. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too difficult. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Let me skip forward just a little bit. I haven't done PowerPoint for a while, apparently. Okay. I'm just a visual person, so I like to look at things when I'm talking about them. Come on. One more. Bear with me. Okay, one more. Perfect. Okay, what a coach should be. So, like I said, this is what you have to be. To be a coach, these are the main things. You have to have a big heart. You have to like people. You have to have a big heart. You have to like people. And you have to be willing to share your story. So what happens with coaching is, okay, let's say you do a program. You do a challenge is what we call it. That comes with a fitness program, a nutrition plan, 30 days of Shakeology, and then you go into an accountability group. So let's say you do a challenge. You are starting to look good. You're starting to get some results, you know, it looks good. Your coworkers will go, hey, Kathy, you're looking great. What are you doing? So you have to, and they'll notice it, and they'll want to do it with you. And that's how the first part of being a coach kind of comes about. You're being a product of the product is what we call it. And so you will organically inspire people that want to join you. But that not only happens, you know, just in person. You know, we have this awesome resource, Facebook, and all this other social media, Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter, whatever you guys do, ways to reach people that we would never otherwise have access to, okay? This is all over the country. We can work with people in the US and Canada. So by sharing on social media, we are building trust with people, we're planting seeds with people, and we're inspiring people. And that's what people really want. You also have to be, like I said, you have to be a hard worker. So I've been successful at this, and I will tell you, I'm not saying that to brag, I'm telling you because the reason I have been successful, it is not because I have some secret, unique skill. It's not because I'm any more special than anyone else. It's because I follow the training, I do what other successful people have done, which I share with my coaches how to do, and that's what was shared with me how to do, and I work hard. So, you know, different people are going to commit to different levels depending on what their goal is as a coach. And my goal was to quit my job, so I knew I had to work really hard, and that's what I did. So, you know, being a hard worker, that's an important part too. Being committed to the products, that's important too. If you're not drinking Shakeology, then it's kind of hard to tell someone else that they need to drink it. I mean, that makes sense, right? If you're like, oh, this is such a great, you know, drink. It's so good for you. Okay, lady, then why aren't you drinking it? Now, you can understand how that would work. The other thing that we stress as a coach is personal development, which is just awesome. I mean, when have you worked for a company that they wanted you to spend time investing in yourself? And I will tell you, I never really did personal development before. Wow, I was missing out. I mean, it's applicable in all areas of your life. And it is so important when you're a coach because, you know, you're now, if you become a coach, you're a business owner. You're an entrepreneur. That is hard. Being a business owner is hard work. It is all on you. Like I said, you're working for yourself, but not by yourself, which means you are responsible for everything. And having that personal development is key in building confidence, in setting goals, and helping your coaches and your challengers stay focused on the activities that they need to do to grow, to reach their goal. Like I said, I don't know any other company that, you know, you get paid to work out and work on yourself. That's a win-win for me. Okay, so some of the benefits of being coach, obviously, you set your own hours. If you have a full-time job, then, like for me, I would do BeachBody on breaks. I would do it at lunch, and I would do it at nights and weekends. Yes, that meant that I sacrificed some things. I actually gave up cable a few months ago. I was never watching the TV anyways, and I just got rid of it. I went to a few less concerts this year. I hung out with my friends a little bit less. But, I was at my last job for 4 years and pretty much hit the ceiling of my income in year 2. If I could work this job for 2 years and never hit a ceiling of income, I'd much rather invest my time with that. So you'll find when you work for yourself, you are so much more willing to make sacrifices when it's for you and your business. It's just a completely different feeling. And I'll tell you, from my experience, it's been amazing. When I make sacrifices and work hard at my business, you feel proud of yourself. I find myself thinking to myself, I just said myself a lot, but I think to myself a lot, wow, I didn't even know you had this in you. I didn't even know that this fire and this passion in me existed. And I cannot believe, I could have gone my whole life without knowing what this was like. It's such a cool feeling. It's so cool to know that I'm capable of this stuff and I have it in me and I can do it, and anyone else can do it too. It's a decision. You make decisions on a daily basis. And something that I read, again, in personal development, that I say to myself a lot when I'm, I don't want to do something, or, I'm being lazy, whatever it is, I say, no, you are going to do what others will not do so you can live a life that others can't. And that's what makes the difference, just those little things every day. So when I wasn't working my full-time job, I was doing BeachBody all the time, whether it's online or in person. You can choose how you want to do it. I use Facebook a lot. And now if you're not all that comfortable with social media, don't worry. We will help you. I will tell you, Melanie Mitro, who's the #1 coach in all of BeachBody, when she first started, she had like 98 friends on Facebook. And she's the #1 coach. I don't know if it's her 2nd or 3rd year. Oh, and her husband didn't want her to do it either. So she actually signed up in secret with some money that she had gotten on her birthday. And I'm sure that they are both very, very glad that she did. But anyways, the point is, if you're not familiar with social media, don't worry about it. If you think I'm an introvert, guess what? 8 of the 10 top coaches in BeachBody consider themselves introverts. Oh, and by the way, only one of them was a fitness instructor ahead of time. The rest of them are stay-at-home moms, people that had full-time jobs, and then the one fitness instructor. So the point of this is to say, it doesn't matter where you start, it doesn't matter what you know. Anyone can do this if you want to. It takes small, consistent steps done over time, okay? That's what it takes. And your business will grow. And then as your business grows, you can afford to spend more time focusing on it. So what will happen is, in the beginning, we work a lot for just a little bit of money. Okay, if I were to break down my hourly rate, it might have been in the negative the first few months. But I know that it's going to grow. And, it's not going to be there tomorrow. But am I willing to work really, really hard for 3 to 4 years for a lifetime of, making a lot of money? Heck yeah. We're all already doing it right now. How long have you been at your current job? What are you making? What is the income potential there? We all went to college for 4 years just to get a job. So, I'm definitely willing to do it. And I'm trying to do it more on the fast track, but, everyone has different availability on what they can do. Okay, let's see. Next. Okay, rewards. All right, everyone wants to be rewarded, right? Woo! So now we talk a little bit about money. So I want to tell you, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? If that's what you're looking for, then just move on. This business takes hard work. And I will tell you that probably only 5% of people that I present this to and the people that do it will actually do this business. And the people that sign on as a coach and are not successful, I just have to say this, it's when, I talk to them and afterwards, it's not because it wasn't successful, it's because they didn't do it. There is so much training available, and almost just a ridiculous amount, where we can walk you through how to do things. And what I'm great at is following directions, and I'm sure you are too, because you probably graduated 2nd grade where they taught us all that. So if you can follow directions, if you're coachable, there's no reason that you can't be successful. So we get commissions. Let me stack this. We get commissions. So we'll really well-rounded commission structure. We get commissions, or compensation structure. That's what I meant. We get commissions for anything we sell. We get 25% commission for anything we sell. We also get bonuses on our team for team growth. I'm not going to go into that now because it'll be kind of confusing. We get opportunities for trips. I'm going to take myself and my entire family on the Success Club trip this year. We get, monthly incentive rewards. We get recognition from our coaches, opportunities to learn and engage in personal development. There's just a lot of rewards. And like I said, in the beginning, you're not making a lot, but your income starts to build on itself. And the potential is limitless. And I'll just share this with you. My coach, Melissa McAllister, awesome lady. She's been doing it for 7 years. She regularly, hold on to your seat, makes paychecks of $30,000 a week. A week. Yeah, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Okay. Now, granted, she's been doing it 7 years. Okay. But she can count on that because of the business that she grew, the foundation that she laid, and the work that she put in. She can count on that income every single week. We get paid weekly, by the way. So, like I said, the income is limitless. And I'll just share for myself, I consistently make, after 7 months of doing it, over $600 a week. And a few weeks I've been up to 1,000. And it's not a huge amount of money, right? Obviously, it's not a huge amount of money. $1,000 a week is not a huge amount of money. But considering I was at 0 8 months ago, that is huge income growth. So if in another 8 months, a year and a half, I could make $2,000 a week, that's some serious money right there. At least it is for me. I don't know about you guys. It is for me. So it's just really, really exciting. Okay, I'm going to try to move along. I know I'm taking a while. I get so passionate about this stuff. Okay, so to help you earn your reward. So here's the thing. If I just sign up a whole bunch of coaches and they are not successful, it doesn't do me any good. It doesn't help either one of us out, okay? I'm only successful if you guys are successful, if my coaches are successful. So it's in my interest to give you the tools that you need. And BeachBody provides support, and your coach, me, I provide support. And within the first, after someone signs up as a coach, we have a coach call, and then I get you started with Coach Basics training right away. You get daily training to help your business grow and get you some training and I try to give you bite-sized pieces at a time. Okay. We also have the Coach Back Office, which will give you updates on news, different products that are coming out. Team Beachbody also has a social media page. You can get updates and messages and all that kind of stuff. But as your coach, in that very first call, we're going to go over your goals, okay? And if you tell me, I'm just doing this because I want the discount on Shakeology, okay, great, wonderful, you do that. If you tell me, well, I want to be a hobby coach, I just want to cover the cost of Shakeology and maybe, a couple extra $100 a month, okay, I'm going to give you the tools to do that, okay, great. But if you tell me, Chris, I'm really unhappy with my job and I want to run with this. I want this to replace my full-time income. Okay, great. Then I'm going to give you the goals. I'm going to give you daily activities for that to happen then. So basically the point is, if you want to walk, I'll let you walk. If you want to jog, I will jog. If you want to sprint, I will sprint next to you. But I'm not going to drag you along. So it's going to be up to you to set the tone of where you want your business to be and how you want it to be. Okay, so what to expect from our team. So I've gone over a little bit of this already. So my team, my coach, like I said, one of the top 10 coaches, 7 years in the business, we all get to benefit from her experience. And then I add on my own, my own experiences, my successes, things that I've found to work, I get to pass on to you guys. So we have our new coach training, weekly team calls, we do monthly challenges. We're working on some team building events we can get together in person. There's, of course, leadership training. We have a private Facebook team page, and then we try to do a lot of recognition, and I will provide as much accountability as you want. Like I said, I leave it up to you to set the pace. So you might be the kind of person that wants me to check in with them all the time. You want to send me, your tracker sheet and have me keep you accountable. That's great. If you're the kind of person that wants to do your own thing, that's great too. I was the kind of person with my coach, I just ran with it. I didn't wait for training. I didn't wait for anything. I just wanted to go. So that's what I did. Okay, so as a coach, the best way to join as a coach is to buy a challenge pack. And what a challenge pack is a fitness program of your choice, your first shipment of 30 days of Shakeology, your trial to the Team BeachBody Club subscription. So that is a website online where you can stream your purchased workout as well as sample additional workouts. And you also have access to a member library of other workouts. And then you also get put in a challenge group. So that's the best way to start, because then you experience everything. And you really, in order to be genuinely passionate about something, you have to experience it, right? You can't tell someone about a fitness program if you haven't done it. You can't tell someone that you love Shakeology if you've never drank it, right? You could, but it'd be hard. And it wouldn't come across as sincere. And so the best way to get started with a challenge pack, you say is $50 to $80, and then they waive your coach fee. Normally there's a $40 coach fee, that's waived. So they waive that. Now, if you don't want to do that and you just want to purchase Shakeology on Home Direct, then you have to pay the $40 coach fee. Or if you've already purchased a fitness program and you just want the fitness program, again, you can do that plus the $40 coach fee. But again, find the challenge pack, getting the whole bundle all in one. That's really the best way to get started. That's going to give you the tools that you need for your own fitness and start getting some results, and then be able to start sharing it with others and starting inviting people to join you on the next challenge group. So you might do a challenge, start getting results, and then you'll, maybe start posting something, or like I said, other people start asking you, and you can say, oh yeah, I finished, my first fitness program. I'm going to do another round. I'm starting in a couple weeks. Would you like to join me? Okay. Let's see. So the other thing I want to mention, and then we're almost done, this is second to the last slide. So in addition to your challenge pack that you purchase, the only required fee for BeachBody is a $16 or $15.95 monthly coach fee. And that fee covers your personal websites. You get 3 websites, which basically are like online stores. You get links to send people to buy stuff. It helps go towards the millions of dollars that BeachBody spends on advertising. So if you've ever seen any of those infomercials, yeah, every time someone buys one of those products from infomercials, they actually pass those people on to coaches. So we get commission from them, and we get an opportunity to reach out to them to see if those people, want to be in an accountability group or have any questions about the program. Again, how can we help them have results? It also goes towards, customer service, technical support. We don't have to have any inventory and send people out things. BeachBody takes care of all of that. And that's what that $15 goes for. And as a coach, you get 25% off anything that you buy. So if you're buying Shakeology, you get $32 off. So the $16 monthly coach fee still comes out to $16 less than the retail shake price. So even if you're just being a coach for the Shakeology discount, it still makes sense. Okay. So this is the last slide. I just want, want for you guys to think about what becoming a coach, could do for you, who you could help as becoming a coach. You might already have a few people in mind. The first couple months that I was a coach, I was working with a lot of people that I knew, but now most of the people that I work with are people that I've connected to on social media. And then think about what your goals and dreams are. How could this business help you get there? Do you want more freedom? I know I sure did. Do you want to be your own boss? Do you want to get paid for what you are worth? Do you want more time with your family? Do you want to travel? Think about what you really want. Okay. That is the end of the presentation. I'm going to stop the share. I know we went late. I think it's like 10 o'clock for some of you. I will unmute you. If I can't, let's see. Unmute. Manage participants. Unmute. Does anyone have any questions something that I went over, or even if I didn't go over it?
Well, I noticed that there was a green shake. What is the green shake?
Oh, that's greenberry.
Oh.
Yeah. It tastes like fruity. Okay, take that back.
Obviously, I haven't gotten my stuff yet, so I'm not sure. But is the shake just for breakfast, or is that like all we're supposed to have for breakfast, or are we supposed to eat like eggs and stuff like that too?
That's a great question. So when you get your pack, that will make more sense. But for you, you're doing the 21-day fix, so 21-day fix extreme, actually. You will, it'll, with the 21-day fix extreme, the different colors represent different food groups. Red is for protein. Shakeology counts as one red, so you can choose to incorporate it into your day however you like. So it's really more what's convenient for you. So if you want to add additional stuff to it, like sometimes I'll put spinach in it and a peanut butter, so that means I'm adding additional colors, and they'll just all, when you get the package, it'll make more sense, but you'll tally all your colors at the end of your day or before when you're planning to see how it fits. And so if it works for you for breakfast, great, or lunch, whatever you like, yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of posting on the March Madness page.
Yeah.
And does BeachBody have an Instagram account?
They do. I think it's called, let me see. They do. Yes, they do. It's called like, let's see, TBD Coach maybe, or I can send it to you if you'd like.
Perfect.
Let me look it up and find it. But yes, they do. What else? What other questions do you have?
I remember when we were chatting via Messenger, I had said we had talked about coaching, and did you sign me up as a coach?
Yes, you were signed up as a coach.
Okay. Yay.
Okay. I'm like, oh.
No, it's kind of funny because I haven't gotten anything yet, so I don't kind of know how everything's going to work out, but I'm actually really intrigued already, and I don't even have anything.
Yay!
Nothing. So
you should have gotten at least a confirmation email. You get a couple.
I got those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It'll take 5 to 7 days for your package to arrive. And yeah, so the reason people are already posting in that group is when people sign on to do a challenge, when they buy a challenge pack, I always tell people, you always have access to be in my challenge group whenever you want. So often what will happen is sometimes people will do a challenge and then they'll be like, okay, I got this on my own. And then a couple months might go by and they'll message me and be like, uh-oh, Chris, I need to get back in that support group. I'm starting to stray a little bit. I need that support. And I'll say, okay, welcome back. And other people will just want to keep doing it back to back to back to back. They just want to be in the support group constantly. So that's why there's a lot of people that came in from the last group that are posting, because that's kind of what we do in those groups is we'll post pictures, as you see, food, selfies. So they're just keeping it going. That's what's going on there. Some people are like, what's going on? Did it start? Or, So.
No, it's actually pretty cool. And I'm actually interested in kind of doing more and